What's up? My name is Leo Myron. I'm an 18-year-old guy on self-improvement from Stockholm, Sweden. And for the past 9 months, I have not jacked off even once. But before that, I jacked off like multiple times a week whilst being on NoFap, whilst trying to quit. So I made some decent progress. And in this video, I want to walk you through what I did yesterday as like an example day of what I do as someone who is on NoFap or whatever you want to call it. And I'll basically explain why I do what I do from a NoFap perspective and what things I think have been really valuable for me and what might be valuable for you as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So yesterday I woke up at about, yeah, it was like 6:30 a.m., something like that. My set wake up time is 5 a.m., but I'm not sure really what happened last morning. Or yesterday morning, I woke up and I think I just turned off my alarm and just went back to bed, honestly, which was really unprofessional. And yeah, I went to bed quite late the night before, which obviously can maybe make me more tired in the morning, which might increase the likelihood that I snooze. But either way, I should not be doing that. But that's what happened. As I woke up at about 6:30, I showered, I brushed my teeth, and then I had a call with my NoFap accountability group. So basically, I have a group chat on WhatsApp. We're like 16 guys at this point, and where I host 3 daily accountability calls, so kind of like coaching, and anyone can hop on from the group whenever they want. So like we're from a few different time zones, and so everyone should hop on at least once a day. And then on the calls, I basically just ask all the members like, "What's up, bro? Have you jacked off today? Have you jacked off yesterday? Like, how was it? Have you had any urges? How has it gone?" So we hold each other accountable. And these guys, they're basically from my school community, which is it's like a Discord server, but on steroids, like much cleaner and classier and better. And which, by the way, is in the top link in the description. It's free. Don't worry about it. And I'm also doing free coaching right now because I want to get experience and stuff. So yeah, I hopped on the call, had a lovely conversation with a few of the guys. I think we were I'm pretty sure we were 3 people on the call yesterday morning at 7 a.m. I do calls at 7, 1, and 7 p.m. Stockholm time every single day, if you were wondering. And yeah, man, it was a nice call. Nobody had jacked off, so that was cool. Although if somebody has jacked off, then of course I will call them out and I will laugh at them and have them walk all of us through the entire experience. Like, what kind of stuff were you watching while you were doing it? What positions were they in? What urges did you get beforehand? What were you visualizing? What did you physically do with your hand? Like, describe this motion in words. Like, yeah, I grabbed my pee with my hand and I stroked it up and down. You know, it sounds fucking embarrassing and so fucking childish when you say it like that. Like such amateurism, you know. So, but that's the point of it. The point is to make it more painful, more punishing, to do the thing that we want to stop doing. If that makes sense, you know. Because if you're jacking off every single day and then you show up to the calls and you have to tell everyone that, yeah, man, I jacked off today again. The urges were too strong. I was too weak. Like at a certain point, you just like I think the amount of embarrassment and shame that you will feel will be overwhelming to the the urge that you get in the moment. And that's at least what I'm trying out right now, and it's working really, really well. For most of the guys in the group, they've been inside for maybe on average a couple of weeks, and then most of the guys were jacking off maybe like 2-3 times a week on average before they joined. I think we've had like 7 relapses in total. Now, to be fair, I don't like using that word because it kind of assumes that you that you go back to where you started, which is not the case because you get better at resisting sexual urges every single time you practice it. So it's not like you lose all of your skill or your benefits from not jacking off from doing it once. That's not the case. It's more, I think, about the total volume over time. So it's not about keeping some streak. Now you can do that, and I think that I don't think, you know, I don't think not keeping a streak is an excuse for doing it once. Yeah, it's fine if I do it once because I haven't done it in such a long time. I don't think that's cool at all. Maybe a streak can add some accountability, maybe, but in general, I do think the primary thing that we should be focusing on is over time, how much have you been jacking off? You know, and most of the guys in the group have gone from like maybe a couple of times a week to on average like once in, let's say, fucking a month or something like that, which I think is really good progress. So yeah, man. So I did the call, and then I went to school. I hopped on the bus, came to school, hopped into class, listened to the teacher. I don't like school. I'm only in school because I have like an agreement with my parents that I'll be in school, I'll finish high school if they provide some support from my grind, my gym grind, my weightlifting, bulking grind, and also my sort of YouTube grind, if that makes sense. And yeah, I just went to school, and then I had lunch at noon. I ate some pasta and some like sausage, basically. It's like a Swedish dish, I guess. And yeah, it was all good. I had 2 monster servings of that. I'm bulking right now. I'm on like about 4,000 calories a day, 3,500 calories a day. Although maybe I should just bring my fucking kitchen scale to school because we get food in school, like free food during lunch. We get lunch in school. Maybe I should just bring my fucking kitchen scale to school and weigh my food there, and really make sure that I track all my macros and stuff. Because otherwise, what I could do and what I do sometimes, but maybe I should get more consistent in, is just taking a picture of my meal, then writing like giving ChatGPT the image, and just writing a few words about what it is. Like it's pasta with these and these and things, and this is how big the fucking plate is in comparison to my hand, so you have some proportions to work off of. And then ChatGPT will spit out a rough estimate of the calories and the macros and the protein and stuff. So maybe I should do that. But yeah, I had the big ass lunch. Then I hopped back into class, and yeah, it was all good. Did some fucking school work. I don't even like calling it school. I call it the indoctrination camp because I think that's more or less what it is. I don't think it's about necessarily improving the knowledge of the students necessarily. I think it's about creating obedience and compliance, and yeah, like obedient and compliant workers. I think that's the main purpose of the education system, to produce kind of these monotonous fucking just copies of each other that just follow the herd. These people that just have that settle with these mediocre jobs and settle with quiet lives of desperation, and these kinds of things. They just wake up, fucking snooze, sit in traffic, have coffee, fucking do the 9 to 5 shift in a fucking for a company that like doing a job that they hate, for a boss that doesn't appreciate them, in a company that doesn't do any good in the world, and just sitting in a fucking cubicle under fluorescent lights through the entire day, and then coming home, sitting in traffic, fucking eating Netflix. If they're if they're lucky, they'll get a fucking blowjob from their wife or something like that. And I just don't want to be like that at all. And I think the vast majority of the people that come out of the education system usually end up living lives like that, and I don't want to do that shit. So that's why I think the indoctrination camp is a more suitable fucking term for school. But either way, then I went back home and I ate food. I didn't have too much protein. I had maybe some fucking like too much sweet stuff because I'm bulking and I need carbohydrates, like carbs and shit, before my workout to perform at my best. But I had like 2 muffins and shit and some fruit juice, and maybe I shouldn't have had that. Maybe I should have been more diligent, because I do want to be like, I am on a dopamine detox, so it's not just about the fucking like the macros, the carbs, the calories, and that kind of stuff. If it was only about that, then it would have been fine. But I am on a dopamine detox, and I want to keep my dopamine levels low, which means that if I overstimulate my dopamine receptors, meaning I do things that are extremely pleasurable, that I have a lot of motivation for, then generally my baseline of dopamine, which is motivation, drive, energy, will be reduced. So it's like if you scroll, you do something that you find pleasurable in the moment, or you jack off, then afterwards you generally tend to feel a bit worse, at least for me, when I did jack off. And I don't really scroll anymore. Sometimes I catch myself doing it, but yeah, in general, I do want to avoid that shit. So that was a bit of a slip up on my end. But either way, I then went to the gym. I did some shoulders, some chest, and some neck, so a bit of a push workout. I honestly didn't even do my full workout because I just arrived at the gym too late. And yeah, I just fucking got stuck in the armchair at home and shit, which was unprofessional, of course. Um, but yeah, I did the workout. I always train to failure, and like I train hard, and so it's not that big of a deal, like in terms of this specific workout. But in general, as a life philosophy, I don't want to be having inconsistencies like that in my schedule, in my routine. Absolutely, utterly not. But yeah, then I went back home. I had some food. I had some rice and some chicken kebab. A fuck ton of that. And then I had a call with, rather, I should have mentioned, I had a call at 1 p.m. as well during my like lunch break in school with the boys. And then I had another call at 7 p.m. as well with the boys, and it was a lovely chat. I think we were only 3 guys, or we were more than 3, but I think through the vast majority of the call, because it was quite a long call, we were only 3 guys. But yeah, it was a nice discussion. Nobody had jacked off, all good. And then also, um, after that, I had like a long fucking conversation with my brother. My big brother, he's like also into like with like weightlifting and business and self improvement and these kinds of things, and not fucking partying and doing all sorts of bullshit and not eating crap and this kind of stuff, like this self improvement kind of lifestyle. And we were talking about business for a long time because he's doing some e-commerce stuff. And yeah, we were just masterminding for a long time. And honestly, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just gone to bed immediately, because my bedtime is 8 p.m. And yeah, I stayed up until fucking 10 or some shit like that, because we just fucking talked for a long time. And it was really enjoyable and it felt really productive, but because we were like discussing a lot of nice ideas and stuff. But maybe I should have just fucking cut all that shit and gone to bed as well. In the future, that's probably what I'll do more of. Even though I don't think that like speaking with your mates, if you want to call it that, like the people around you that are on the same mission as you, that are on the same path, I don't think there's anything wrong with like socializing or speaking with them about stuff, as long as, in my opinion, it doesn't go out over your overall like your timetable, your schedule, and yeah, just for me, like I just want to make sure that I don't transgress the routine that I've set for myself, because I know that that will have the highest likelihood of giving me the best progress that I could possibly get in terms of my goals. So yeah, man, I'll get better at that. But yeah, man, it's I didn't really have any urges yesterday in terms of like fucking NoFap and shit. Yeah, man, it was a quite chill day, honestly, in terms of that stuff, at the very least. And yeah, I think accountability is like really fucking good for not jacking off, because humans are biologically wired to seek social approval. And so if you can use that to your advantage by having people around you that will call you out if you do jack off, then you are making the behavior of jacking off more punishing, more painful, more effortful, which will make it less appealing in the moment, because there'll be a higher price tag attached to it. So yeah, that's why I really like doing accountability with the boys in the community, and we're getting some great results. And if you would like to join that, if you're like maybe 16, 20, 18, 22 years old, something like that, you're from Europe or North America, whatever, Oceania, and you want to join, then and you want some accountability on NoFap, and you're also on self-improvement, you're ambitious in life in general, I don't want any fucking weird little fucking normal people in there, like yeah, that just want to fucking like basically, if you are an ambitious young guy like on self-improvement and shit, and you want to stop jacking off because that's kind of like the final bad habit that you're struggling with, then you can join the community in the link in the description, bro. And hopefully I'll see you inside and we'll have a chat. See you there, bro.